What up, guys? So I am leveling my assault at the moment. I am running a green Thunderhammer and a green heavy bolt pistol here. And I gotta say, there's a couple things I kind of want to highlight here. But for one, the heavy bolt pistol is really good. I am really enjoying this. I'm running it on Substantial right now. I don't want to hit into Ruthless or Lethal with Assault until I start to get my my weapons leveled up, obviously. But regardless, Substantial is at a point where I feel like, even though I'm a little under-leveled, it's getting too easy. Now, naturally, it's not too easy all of the time. For whatever reason, I just... Look at the tactical look at me. He was like, why did you do that? I really hope I didn't steal any health from him. But right now, Assault with a blocking Thunderhammer is just destroying everything I come across, and it's super fun, I gotta say. I am leveling up the perks a little bit, but it's like not even halfway yet. I have like a couple perks just to upgrade the melee damage. I'm still enjoying blocking. Blocking is still really, really fun. Blocking with the Thunderhammer kind of takes a little bit to get used to. Actually, blocking in general takes a little bit to get used to because you have like a set way to deal with things for parrying. Like even the whipping Tyranids. Like as soon as you gun strike them, you know, you get them stunned. For blocking, it's kind of different because you need to block their entire combo chain and then punish them. Sometimes I'll block like 1 or 2 attacks and then go for a swing and they'll punish me. So you really need to have like a set way to block things, basically. So it just takes time getting used to certain attacks. Like here, for example, that was really, really lucky that I was able to get enough damage on that major right there. There's a lot of times where I get the block, I get the damage buff, and I just don't care what's coming at me. I'm trying to swing that hammer, and even if they have like an orange attack or something, I am just gonna swing. So what really stood out to me with the heavy bolt pistol was the fact that the flying shamans here aren't that tough to deal with. I am getting a little annoyed at them like flying off camera and then sending something my way that I have no idea what it is. But you know what? Again, practice. I will, keep an eye on that. But the heavy bolt pistol absolutely shreds disc shamans, man. It is just super nice. If you're hitting those headshots, it really takes like a handful of them and then they're down. And for a pistol, that's kind of crazy. Also, for a class that's a melee class, that's kind of good. Oh man, I just love running through these the snipers. Especially right there, I kind of like just landed on him and the guy just like fell down from exhaustion or something. But yeah, here you see there are disc shamans. I'm getting some pretty good damage. There's a headshot, there's a headshot, there's some good shots. That's missed. That was a headshot. I missed a few shots at the beginning. I think I hit like 4 headshots out of like 12 shots there, something like that. With the melee attack there. Now I have a sorcerer here. Going to slam down the sorcerer. I'm going to do that every time. I feel like Assault's just hard counter sorcerers for the most part. Then I'm corrupted, so I have no idea what's actually shooting at me. I think this is actually a really cool concept, by the way, where you get corruption and then you see like fake enemies. I think that's very, very cool. Honestly, super original when it comes down to like a sort of debuff, some sort of build-up debuff. Okay, I think that was the same disc shaman I was shooting at. He was only like 1 bullet away. Again, this is a green heavy bolt pistol with less buffs than my Thunderhammer, but my Thunderhammer is also green. Big slam. Get the execution. It is just super fun. So when I was running Substantial as an Assault, like when I was level 3 or 5 or whatever, it was actually kind of hard to get melee kills, but obviously my Thunderhammer wasn't ready for it. But when the Thunderhammer is actually built for the difficulty you're playing on, it is devastating. It is so much fun. However, I can get caught in a sort of rotation where I try to attack things too early and I get punished for it because I just think I can just take everything out in 1 hit, and that's just not the case. Sometimes it takes a couple hits, and you gotta be careful. Here we have one of our teammates down. It is the Bulwark, who is the host, I believe. And as far as I know, I'm the only one here who's underleveled. I'm pretty sure, but I'm not 100% sure. Get a quick res there, so that's nice. we are dealing with a Disc Shaman. You know, get a quick attack there. Also, by the way, so for the Thunderhammer, on my recent level up for it, I chose the charge up attack damage buff rather than the rolling or the running the dash attack damage buff, because the charge attack damage buff, you just get more damage, I think. But it also kind of concerns me because I'm not too sure how much I'm charge attacking. But now that I'm looking at my footage, it seems like I'm going for a charge attack as soon as I can. And that's good, but for the most part, you know, you can get stuck in a situation where you're like charging up your attack and you're getting hit by things from range, but you're still in the animation. So that sort of things you just need to be careful for Assault. I'm still having a great time playing with this class. I just think, you know, Assault's in a weird spot in certain operations. I feel like the kit is fine, especially with the heavy bolt pistol. Like, the heavy bolt pistol kind of slaps. It's actually really fun. I can't wait to level it up completely. I was even trying out the Neo Volkite, and the heavy bolt pistol, even though it's under rarity, feels stronger than an on rarity Neo Volkite. At least for Assault. I don't know why. Man, they really need to give the heavy bolt pistol to Bulwarks, though, dude. That would be cool. Like, honestly, dude, honestly. It's like one of the strongest pistols in the game. For whatever reason, the plasma's good. Like, I understand the plasma pistol's really good. But, like, against the enemies that actually hurt Assault, it seems to be not the best case. Like, for example, Disc Shamans. Like, you're gonna have to wait for them to stop, like, flying around for the plasma pistol, unless you're just super good at aiming it. But, yeah, the fact that the bullet velocity for the plasma pistol is kind of slow, kind of makes it a pain to deal with the Disc Shamans. And maybe you can hit zone throws with it, but again, flying enemies are such a problem to deal with, especially for Assaults, that I just feel like the heavy bolt pistol is perfect. And yeah, as you can see, I'm just absolutely shredding majors. I go through most of this operation thinking I can just destroy everything, and I get punished for it later, so definitely keep an eye out for that. Going to avoid that tiny grenade here, just a couple small enemies we're getting through. Here's a nice little hallway that spawns like 4 majors in front of us. And you can kind of see them, you know, queue up their attacks. One's going for reinforcements there. But okay, so here is the Scan Slam. Scan Slam just destroys this encounter, man. 2 majors, done. This one's scanned, so this one's also going to be done. And here's one in front of me that's probably going to be done. Get another charge attack in there. Oh, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes I'm queuing up my attacks and they go for those unblockables, and I just keep swinging. Luckily, I had the dodge there. But that was a big encounter that I enjoyed quite a bit. And by big, I mean big damage. Big damage. 4 majors, not a problem. Disc Shamans, heavy bolt pistol, but sometimes they can get close to you like this and you just slam them, and now they're down. Rolling through some tiny snipers, that's always fun. That's probably my favorite way to deal with these snipers, is to just roll through them, to be honest. And Fall of Atreus. So Fall of Atreus recently had basically a nerf to make it a little less grindy, it seems. And I'll point out the exact encounter they basically just took out, but I'm pretty sure it's random now. But it's after this staircase, basically. Which, by the way, this staircase was actually a pretty big problem. There, I'm just like trying to get some blocks in just to see if I can get any damage buffs. So I also, by the way, I heard people talk about blocking as if like, if you block something, you should be able to just hold your damage buff until the next attack, which I think is interesting. But I also like the way they do it it's around for a certain amount of time, because then you can get more than one attack in. So look at those grenades. There's 2 full, like, ready to get picked up grenades right there. Just, you know, putting that out. I don't think my teammates even touch those. Big slam. I think the Disc Shaman avoids it. I use a stim here because I wasn't confident in getting my contested health back, which is unfortunate. That's the roughest part with Assault. It's like there's like 1 beat there if you get attacked and get contested health. If everyone's at full health, it's kind of hard to get it back, you know what I mean? So you're likely better off just using the heavy bolt pistol to kind of soften them up and then going in. But, you know, I play very aggressive pretty much in every game I play, so So I basically just jump in there as Assault. I gotta be careful of that. Here is a Terminator, and our Tactical is down, so we get the Tactical up, which is nice. Big slam. Get the Terminator out of the way there. It is unfortunate we don't have the contested health perk for the Bulwark at the moment, but it's fine. Big slam, even though I was aiming somewhere else, I think, for whatever reason. This encounter was kind of tough, man, because we have the Disc Shaman that just, around a corner, it's kind of hard to deal with the Disc Shaman. They can really just zip around a corner and just get out of the way. So I pick up the grenade. It does look like somebody picked up some other grenades as well. Just trying to get some heavy bolt pistol. I noticed I have low ammo. I tried to get out of this situation because I knew not the Terminator, but the Tactical. The Tactical would have a better time with the Disc Shamans. And honestly, here, I thought I was going to be able to take out these majors really fast. But I'm trying to take out the snipers. I go for the grenade. I go for a charge attack there, I think. But look at that kick! I should have blocked that kick. That's crazy. And then another kick. 2 misplays right there completely set me down to 1 health, basically. Lethal damage, basically. Which is a shame. I played that very poorly. I was not paying attention to what the enemies were doing, and I was only trying to do what I wanted to do. You know, you gotta adapt. I definitely should have blocked that kick and then took them out. You know what I mean? Regardless, I would have been at half health or something. So I end up getting a stim. Here's a Hellbrute fight that I think is actually a pretty good fight. We have a Bulwark, we have a Tactical. We really also look at the damage on the heavy bolt pistol there. And I'm pretty sure the heavy bolt pistol actually has a Terminus specific damage buff. A damage perk, basically. So I'm definitely gonna keep with the heavy bolt pistol for my assault class. I did try the Neo-Volkite, but I'll save my thoughts on the Neo-Volkite, at least all of my thoughts on the Neo-Volkite for a different video. Big slam, big damage, charge attack, swing, but he hits me out of it. I'm pretty sure there's a perk to not get hit out of heavy slams, but it's not very good. Like, it's not for the entire charge up. It's really just for when you're going to attack. It's kind of weird. Let me know in the comments if you guys also use that perk for assault to not get hit out of your charge attacks, and let me know how it's like supposed to be used, basically. Because for me, I don't know. I didn't find much use for it. It seems like if you have a well-timed charge attack, you can just pull it off. You know what I mean? Okay, so we get the scan. Big slam, but I miss. The Hellbrute teleports away. Absolutely insane. He punishes my charge attack there. Here I know he's going for me, so I'm definitely just trying to roll away. You know, get some heavy bolt pistol action here. We have an ammo box near us also, so it's not really that big of a deal to simply just, you know, waste some ammo getting the Hellbrute's low health lower. Even though otherwise I would be going for melee slams. Oh, also for the team perk for Assault. I really enjoy the ability cooldown team perk. I read the other team perks. The Gunstrike one's pretty good. And I'm pretty sure there's... I forgot the other one, but there's another one that I need to check out. I know the Gunstrike one I see quite often. People using the Gunstrike one with a parry weapon. Like, that is a pretty good build, you know? But I want to go pure melee, or at least as far as I can go with pure melee. Obviously, I'm going to cut out what I can from this Fall of Atreus puzzle. I still barely know how to do it, dude. But just a reminder, this is substantial with green weaponry. The heavy bolt pistol doing work on the shamans there. Big shot right there on that little guy. Dude, oh my god. I saw a heavy bolt pistol animation the other day where it basically tore a Tyranid in half. And I'm just like... super surprised at the way the game basically presents heavy bolt pistols. I'm a huge fan of heavy bolt pistols now. I'm a huge fan of the way Fall of Atreus also, you know, cut down the time. So there was, yeah, I think I missed it, but there's a moment where you fight with the Dreadnought and they took it out. It's basically right after the fight I just had, the fight before the Hellbrute. So in between this part and the part where you go up the ramps, they basically took out that encounter. And I think it's fine. I think Fall of Atreus is in a really good spot, actually. It's actually kind of fun to run now. For whatever reason, I guess people don't like this puzzle. I don't really like the puzzle either. I heard the puzzle's actually very easy to do, though. It's basically like a few buttons. And this encounter here. So we have someone who's down, but I am seriously at a point of confidence with my assault play, basically, where I think I can, at least on substantial, I think I can take out every army, basically. I legit think I can take out every enemy on substantial as assault with green weapons, and that's fine. I'm feeling really good, basically. I think every operation on substantial is actually pretty easy right now with assault, but I still want to level up my weapons to at least get the purple before I go to ruthless, but I'm still under level. So look at the spawn of this Terminator. And look at this Terminator's, basically the Terminator's actions here. Luckily, I got this res here, because this Terminator is dead set on sniping us. And I try to point out that the Terminator's up there, but then he starts to zero in on me. I try to go for the slam to try to get some contested health back, which is basically a bad point for assault. If you're trying to get contested health back, and all the enemies around you are full health, you're in a tough spot. And I just want to say that Terminator spawn was absolute BS, and I'm still mad about it. I'm legit still mad about it. This is the first time I went down this operation. I shouldn't have went down there. I should have went behind a wall or something. But I was so mad at that Terminator spawn, I just wanted to shoot at it. He's legit just on a pillar that I can't jump up and get to, and I have to use the heavy bolt pistol against it, which is fine, but it's time consuming. So here, I'm raged up, basically. You can already tell, I'm already getting tilted right now, just thinking about it. But here, basically, my thought was, okay, I'm at mortal wound here. What I'm going to do is go get the stim at the top of the tower here. And on the way, I'm taking out every major I see without hesitation. They are going down. We are finishing this operation before another Terminator spawns. And yeah, grenade, slam, big damage. Take out one major. Here's another major here. Just wanted to soften them up a bit with some heavy bolt pistol. I really want to understand the damage, like break points for it as well. Like a couple headshots, get a charge attack in. They're at executionable. So here's a stim. Here's a stim, here's ammo, and some grenades. So here's one misplay. However, I do take them out, but you see the explosives to the left? I didn't need to throw that grenade. I throw the crack grenade. I get a nice block here. I use the stim, so I get a little bit more health, but I still don't have armor, so I don't want to play too aggressive there. I kind of want to wait for the majors to make a mistake, and there's the mistake. Get the block in, get the charge attack with the damage buff. They're still alive somehow, so I knew the slam was going to take them out. Get the executionable major, and now 1v1 against a major. There's a sniper guy running around there. My teammates are also on point, so they are bringing the objective here. Boom! So that was like, there's three majors right there. I point out the explosive that I should have used. There was like 3 majors right there. There was 2 on the way, and then 2 when I arrived at the tower. So that was 7 majors after the Terminator fall. Which again, that Terminator spawn was absolute, dude. Like, honestly, that was so frustrating. It's just because obviously my teammates were at a good position to avoid the fire there, and I wasn't. I tried to point out the Terminator, and unfortunately, the only way we could have took out that Terminator is if we focus fired him, like, right off the rip. You know what I mean? Which, unfortunately, wasn't the case. Which is fine. I mean, we still got the encounter done. The Bulwark did pick me up. One of my teammates were able to respawn back, so it's fine. Substantial respawn times are actually very easy to deal with. It's only a minute. So basically, you just survive for a minute, and if you're capable of taking out majors as quick as this assault is, then you're going to be in a good spot for that. And one thing I didn't even notice about this operation is the ship in the back. Like, I legit never really appreciated the scenery there. The scenery is actually pretty good. And there, I learned my mistakes on not using those explosive canisters. Definitely used it there. That major is softened up, and I take him out. At this point, I look at the charge, and the charge is around 30%. It's on its way to 40%. So pretty much I just want to hit around the button here. No matter what happens, we are getting this operation done. I mean, 2 people are in mortal wound, so it's kind of rough to try to gamble away the position here just so I can get in more fights. You know what I mean? I pretty much took out as many majors as I needed to do, as I needed to take out. There, I was just practicing some blocking. I think against Chaos, blocking those little enemies are pretty much the best play you have. Big slam, but see, I went for the slam as the dude was going for the unblockable kick, and I stubbornly, I was too stubborn to switch up my attack there, which is definitely something I need to work on. That's basically the only thing I need to work on with Assault is just overcommitting my melee swings. So, I don't know. Either way, I gotta say, Fall of Atreus, a lot easier to run now. Heavy Bolt Pistol, really fun. Really good against flying enemies. Probably the Assault's best secondary weapon. And I am using the secondary weapon buff. And I know the other perk is like, if you get hit with a knockback, you get more melee damage. And I'm not too sure if I want to use that. I kind of like using the heavy bolt pistol damage buff for enemies that are tough. Yeah, look at that scenery. That scenery looks so good. Dude, the PlayStation Pro, man. It looks so good, man. And that was a good run. That was a good run. I went down once to that Terminator spawn, which was kind of BS, but otherwise, it was a very, very good run. We had a good team. We had a good team. And here, I'm pretty sure I show off some stats, because I know you guys were commenting it. Yeah, that's 10k damage, basically. Melee damage was almost a 6k. Out melee damage the bullet, which is nice. Damage taken was pretty good, to be honest. Teammates revived, 3. Huge plays there. Huge, huge plays. Man, that Survivor helmet looks really good, though, right? But yeah, that was a good run. That was a good run. Really enjoyed the heavy bolt pistol, man.